What's up, everybody? How is it going? It's me, Marcus, back here in BMX Streets PIPE, and this is Con's Park, made by Connor T. And the park looks very, very simple from the outside looking in. The textures are super simple. The shapes of the ramps are pretty geometric. He doesn't have anything crazy going on out here. Some very simple buildings. Just an overall simple looking park. But I like to ride the parks and see how fun they are to ride more so than how fun they are to look at. And then I kind of base it off of that if I like the park or not. And this place looks unbelievable. It looks like there are transfers everywhere. Just a lot of fun to ride and do some cool tricks and get some good flow going. So that's what I'm going to base this one off of, more so than the look side of things. Yeah, there are a lot of parks that look a lot better than this one, but if it rides good, then I think it's a good park. So let's check it out, see what it's about. I actually haven't ridden it yet, and see if I can find some sweet lines and transfers out here. For this place, I don't even really know where to start, so I'm just gonna start out right here where I spawned in, go up to the mega ramp, check this thing out, maybe scope out what's around here, and then figure out where I'm gonna go from there. So it looks like you have a drop in right here to these dirt jumps. At least I think they're dirt jumps. They kind of look brown, but you've got the mega ramp right here. Looks like there's a street park behind the mega ramp. You have that warehouse over there with a park, and then there's all of this down here. So there's definitely a lot to ride out here. Let's see how this mega ramp rides. Drop into it. Oh man, that's really smooth actually. Really smooth. Got the slow-mo tuck no-hander flare, and I clipped on the way in. I just want to get the flare. Right here on this quarter pipe. Oh my god, my legs are busted. There it is. All right, now I'm gonna go over and try and ride these dirt jumps, if that's what these actually are. So you've got the step down. They kind of look like dirt jumps, but at the same time, almost like box jumps too. The texturing makes it look like dirt jumps, but the way they're built almost looks like box jumps. Again, very geometric. This place is super fun already. Again, it's not, you know, the most amazing looking place, but for me, if I have fun riding it, I think that's what matters. And I'll case that last one. See if I can keep it going though. Yeah, that's like a box jump right there. And then right here it hips back over. That's really cool. Nice and easy too. Like, not too difficult at all. That's cool. I really like that. That was a fun line. That was really enjoyable. So I'll go over here to the street course, then go over to the warehouse, and then try out the main course where there are, it looks like a ton of transfers and just a really flowy park. Over here it looks like it's a bunch of manual pads. That was really terrible. Up the wall, that's a little weird. Threw me back out to the flat. Nice, that was clean. Cool little spot over here. Again, not too much to ride, but if you want to do some manual tricks, more technical stuff, I think that this is a great spot for it. Oh, that actually worked. Bouncing off the wall actually, it pushed me far enough away to where I could land in the roll-in. I'm gonna try and get it out again. Oh, there it is. I like that. Again, I don't know if that's how you're supposed to ride that section, but I found a way to do it, and I think that's what's really cool. Go in here, see what this warehouse is all about. Trying to find the flow in here. There are a lot of ramps, so it is a little difficult to kind of figure out where you're supposed to go. lot of different ramps in here, actually. It's tricky. It's tricky to keep your flow going around this one. Just because there's so much going on. I don't know if I really like this one as much, just because maybe it's one of those that I kind of have to figure out how to ride it. I haven't spent too much time in here, but it's one of those that, again, you have to know kind of what's coming up next. That was smooth. But you have to know what's coming up next so that you can make sure you're lined up for it. And trying to maintain your speed, not over jump, and not case anything. It's really difficult in here. So it just might be that this is a really difficult place to ride, and I haven't figured it out yet. Which I could see that being the case. Kind of figuring it out a little bit here. Not good though. And then that happens. It's not a bad room. It's not bad at all, but it is really difficult to kind of get your flow going around here. But you can do it. It is possible. Just not the easiest. I'm gonna head back outside and go check out this other park over here. Yeah, this is the one right here. I feel like this thing is gonna have so many transfers. I don't know what happened right there. I kind of like popped off the thing, and I hit the photo button on accident. I don't even know where to start with this one. Again, there are ramps everywhere. This one might be similar to that indoor park where everything is so close. It's really difficult to kind of figure out where you're supposed to go. But I'm kind of floating around it right now. I'm gonna case this. Oh my god. almost made it cleanly. Just a little bit short. That's a really cool curved wall ride. There's a spine. Let's see if I can get it going this way too. Yeah, that spine works good. That's actually really smooth. This place rides good. This place rides really good. It's not perfect. There are a few areas that are a little bit on the sketchy side. But overall, like, see, a little sketchy. But overall, it rides really good. And when I say it rides sketchy, the way some of the ramps are built, it will throw you back out to flat, or you just won't take off the top of the quarter pipe right. Because the top of the quarter pipe, if it's not built to the right angle, it'll do some funky stuff to the bike. If you've played any of these custom maps, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't yet, or if you're on console, then it might not make too much sense, but the way the ramp is built is how it rides in the game. I mean, that should be that should be how it is. So some of these, and I'll try and ride one here and I'll show you what I mean. It'll do some weird stuff, but for the most part, these things ride good. This one right here has been kind of funky. That was pretty good right there though. Let's see if I can get it to... No? See, it kind of went a little bit out to flat. Thought it was good. It's not too bad though. But sometimes you'll hit something at a certain angle and it'll make the bike do something a little weird. And most maps usually have a part or two around the level where the bike just, the physics will get weird. I would say over 99% of this park rides really nice and smoothly, but you are probably going to encounter a time or two where you're riding and something weird happens because something's built a little funky. But that's just kind of what happens with most of these mod maps. That's a normal thing. Looks like you've got a box jump line over here. I'm going to try and figure out this thing. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. It looks like you have quarter pipes on each side so you can kind of flow it back and forth. That was weird. There we go. Got a little height on that one. Yeah, there we go. See if I can get these other two going back the other way. A little slow-mo. Ooh, I thought I was gonna case it. Yeah, there it is. Nice. I really like that section right there. I was lined up for a wall though when I landed. What I really like about this place is the transfer lines that are everywhere out here. You could ride this place for hours, and I'm sure there are a few transfers that you wouldn't even run into. So I think that's really cool that you could really get creative with this place and just try and find transfers for hours. And sometimes the parks that look really nice don't have that many transfer options, or they don't have a whole lot to offer as far as how the riding goes. So you can kind of get bored with those pretty quickly. Even though they look great, sometimes they don't have as much to offer as far as playability goes. And this place, it doesn't look that great at all. It doesn't look horrible, but it looks pretty basic. But the playability out here is really, really nice. And for me, if a park has a lot of playability, then that's what I think of as a fun park. It doesn't have to look the best, it just has to ride really good. Here is a section right up here that I have not ridden yet. This looks like a street spot, or a street park. So a lot of manual pads. Again, if you want to get technical with it, this is the spot to come up to. There's a transfer right there. Pretty sure that's the Google SketchUp guy. So SketchUp is a program that people make levels in and do 3D, some 3D stuff. I don't know a lot about it, but I have kind of dabbled in it a little bit, and I'm pretty sure that guy right there is kind of like the scaling guy that is 1-to-1 scale. So he's probably like 6 foot tall or something. So he left that guy in here in the level, which is pretty funny, but that kind of explains why this place looks real simple. You have those cartoon type trees out there. I'm pretty sure that's the default SketchUp trees, and the level that I'm in is like the default SketchUp level. Oh, there's a mini ramp right here. This thing was, no, that's not a mini ramp. I thought it was a mini ramp because the flat bottom for the wood texture there extends past the bottom of the quarter pipe, but I feel like you might have missed an opportunity here. You could have put a mini ramp in on the back side of this thing. I don't really know what you're supposed to do here. Like, where are you supposed to go? There's just a wall there. I think that's gonna be it for this one. Again, really cool place, super simple, nothing too crazy out here, but a lot of rideability, playability. I don't know what word I'm going for here, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. If you want to find a place that has a lot of transfers and just overall a lot to do, check out this place. It's really good for it. I also think that this might be a good level for some of those lower end PCs. So if you struggle playing some of those high detail maps, this might be a good one to check out, because again, there's a lot to do out here, and I feel like it's running really smoothly. A lot of times these type of levels do, with the lower textures or lower resolution textures, they run pretty smooth, and I feel like those lower end PCs would benefit from a level like this. Thank you guys so much for checking this video out. If you enjoyed it and you have not hit the like button yet, go ahead and do that. Subscribe for more content if you're new around here, and check out my website for merchandise and for the mods as well. I'll see you guys all again in the next one. Have a good one.